Think about how far you've come since day one to get to this point, to toe the line of whatever race you're running. Always remember that. Going to work. Just wrapped up a little over 7 miles this Monday morning, and I feel like it was a little warmer out today, obviously, but I feel like this will be the last day I'm wearing a singlet on morning runs for a little while. I think for the rest of the week it's supposed to be like in the 30s or 40s or so in the mornings. So that'll be fun. This is week 14. I don't know what week it is anymore. I'm not sure, but we're closing in on taper. So that's one thing. And it's awesome because I feel like I'm ready for taper right now. I'm ready for the race. I'm ready for it. Happy Tuesday. We're out here and it's definitely not colder out. Got the vest on. Chris and I both have gloves on. Whew. And we were just talking about how it feels cold in the 40s right now, or actually it's the high 30s, I think.
Well, 40s.
And
yeah,
we're not clearly not used to it just yet. But also, at the same time period, we've been running at temperatures when it was in the 20s or so. So we're not quite there yet. Man, I don't know if I want to complain about being in the 40s. Just think, yesterday we were wearing singlets.
Yes, we were. This is fall weather, you can never tell.
I'm always guessing.
I think it was the same temperature in the morning as it was all day.
Really?
It only got to like a high of 60.
I'm okay with that. All right, a little over 7 miles again done today. Feeling pretty good on this run also. It's actually felt really good. Other than the beginning because it was a little chilly outside, but I think I have the right amount of layers on right now. I have this vest on. I haven't broken out the vest in a while. I feel like a vest and a long sleeve is the way to go in the fall. I kind of really enjoy having this combination. I mean, my arms got a little cold in the beginning, but not too bad. Other than that, it was a great run. Whew, now I'm just kind of, I'm tired. I need a nap. Right. I am at the track this morning to get some Yasso 800s done. It is dark out here. There is a full moon. It's a little chilly out. I'm gonna shed a couple of layers and get this workout started. Ooh boy, it's gonna be an interesting one. So the warm-up is done. Layers are shed. Got my handheld water bottle. I'm gonna jog to the start. Get this thing started. I don't know how much I'll be able to record because these gloves are a little slippery while I'm running, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Let's get after it. Whew. Yeah, these things never get easier. But 7 more to go. Whew. All right, 2 down. Ooh boy. Slowly getting harder and harder, but I'm only 2 down. Got 6 more to go. I kind of feel like I like these more than mile repeats. And I used to hate 800 meter repeats. We'll see what happens towards the back end of this. Three down. Yeah. Starting to get a little more challenging. Whew. Got 5 more to do. And it's still dark out here. Made it halfway. 4 down. Feeling okay. These last 4 might be a little tough, but we got this. 4 more to go. 4 more. Also, my hands are like super slippery, so hold my phone while running is very difficult. All right, 5 down. Definitely getting harder. 3 more to go. Ooh. The goal for these next 2 is to not make them my slowest one. That's the goal. Whew. Let's see what happens. Okay, so my 7th one may have been my slowest one. Starting to fade a little bit here. But honestly, I'm very close in time for all of them. So let's make this last one a good one. One more. Yep. Last one was my slowest one, I think. Wow. It was definitely hard. 800s. Ooh. Man, they are tough. Now I just got to cool down for a little bit. Another 400 meters or so. And then the real cool down begins. Whew. This is a tough one. We got it done. We got it done. So I realized that throughout this whole workout, I didn't have any music playing at all. I usually have music on track workouts. But again, this is one of those workouts where I didn't use any music at all. I was working on that mental toughness a little bit. I feel like it's actually kind of working. Whew. I might go with it for a little while. All right, it's getting cold out here. A little over 10 miles done this morning, and of course, when I get done, that's when the sun is starting to come up. But yeah, good track workout today. Felt pretty good for the most part. The last 2 kind of were the toughest ones, but that's normally how it works out. And I think I was pretty close to my other times. Not 100% sure, but that's all right though. It's a great workout. Felt really good. It's definitely cooler out. Whew. But yeah, gotta make sure I get some nice recovery in. And it includes nutrition, some foam rolling, some stretching, mobility, all that stuff to get me ready for a long run on a Saturday, which is not actually as long as I thought it would be. But honestly, I'll take any kind of long runs right about now. We are headed to the park we went to a little while ago when I did my 20-mile run. It's like a 3-mile loop or something like that. We're headed there to get our long runs in for this weekend because it's kind of just run around in circles. I don't have to worry about where I'm going, just kind of go in circles. Like I said, it's a 3-mile loop. It's actually not that bad. The temperature outside currently is like 45 degrees or so, but it's supposed to warm up fairly quickly, so that's a good sign. And it's supposed to be sunny, so that's always a good sign for a long run. I'm gonna get this thing started. Jesse has 3.5 hours worth of running, and I have about 14 to 15 miles or so. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day for a run, I'll tell you that. Nice and cool. This is the fall temperature we're looking for. This is a beautiful day out this morning. It's not like too cold. Yeah. It's chilly, but it's not bad. I'm not, no. I know there's a lot of runners that are hanging out here. I don't know where the start is. I'm not sure. Sorry. Oh, thanks. So apparently there is a 5K happening today. I'm gonna see if we can kind of join in just because there's gonna be a 5K here. So I don't know what time it starts. I'm gonna imagine it starts at like 9. So I got like a half-hour head start. But yeah, it should be interesting. Yeah, it's 44, 45 degrees out here right now. It's not too bad. I think I'm gonna start off with 2 layers up top, and then shed a layer in a little bit. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. The goal for today is to do easy effort miles. I think I'm gonna stop back at the car to get my fueling in about every 4 miles or so. So that gives me a chance to take a break, and I don't have to bring my handheld water bottle with me. So that's a good sign. Definitely feel a lot better taking my hoodie off. But now it's like that time period where it's like cold but not cold because of the wind. But yeah, still not that bad out here. Keep things nice and easy. Not really. Thanks. Last water break. Got 1 mile left. Definitely warmer out here. So I finished my run. 15 miles in the bank, and that's done. And I found out that I'm actually a little further away from where I started, and I didn't want to actually put any more miles on my legs when it comes to running. It's only about a half mile away or so, but it's a beautiful day out here to actually be outside, so like might as well just take it all in now before it gets like super cold out. It's actually really nice out. It's probably closer to 60 degrees out right now. But yeah, finished up this run. Now I need to get some fuel on me and wait for Jesse to get done. Just wrapped up that run. I did a little bit of a walk too. I feel like my glute is giving me a little bit of a problem right now, and I think it's because I did some banded hip mobility kind of strength last night, so probably should have waited to do that until today, but that's okay. Yeah, last long run of this training cycle is done. It's crazy, only 15 miles this time, but I did a little bit further than that the week before, and a little further than the week before that. So, kind of slowly being brought down in mileage. Now it's time to get these, this carbs in. This is the Scratch carb mix, the vegan recovery mix, the chocolate version of this. It tastes so good after a run. After our long run, Jesse and I went to one of our favorite spots post-long run, Playa Bowls. Whenever we visit this area, we always make sure we actually grab a Playa Bowl afterwards because the acai bowls are our favorite. And plus it helps us prep for the next week ahead, which happens to be Taper Week. All right, it is officially Taper Week, and starting off with 6 easy effort miles. The temperature outside is about 48, but a real feel of 43, I think it is. This is that time period where I'm kind of guessing on layers. Of course, it's dark outside too, so it's gonna be what it is. But I'm actually really excited about this because it gives my legs a chance to absorb all of the training that I've done so far. At reduced volume, not necessarily intensity, but the overall volume goes down some during these specific weeks. So it's always a good thing. Let your body kind of recover and adapt to all the stresses that it's been through. So there's that. Whew. Not necessarily thrilled about the temperatures, but then again, they're actually really not that bad during the daytime. And I know during New York, we're gonna have a later start time than some of my normal races. So there's that. Today I'm going with the Saucony Triumph 21s, or the RFGs. These are one of my favorite daily trainers. I really love using these ones. They're perfect for just easy effort miles and also getting in some strides, picking up the pace a little bit. So got some strides afterwards, gonna be using these bad boys. Let's get after it. I think gloves would have been a good idea.
I feel like I'm getting colder as I'm running.
Yeah. We're supposed to get warmed up, right?
No. Actually, it gets colder.
You're entering taper zone now. Everything immediately hurts.
Zone.
Six miles done for the morning. Feeling really good. The last couple miles felt really good, actually. I'm starting to feel comfortable at these faster paces for easy effort. And it actually is very surprising, but I'm here for it though. Let's keep that momentum going forward. Tuesday morning, out here again, getting 6 miles in. This time it's a bit warmer than yesterday, although I feel like I could have gotten away with a long sleeve t-shirt and not just a normal t-shirt, just like how Chris has 2 layers on. I probably should have done the same, but I did not. Womp womp. I feel like you have it already. Is that another runner out there? I see lights. I see a single light bouncing around up there. That's gotta be a runner. It's gotta be. Still stacking these days, getting another 6 mile run done. Actually a little over 6 miles done. Feeling pretty good. Chose a hillier route this go around. I like changing things up a little bit and had a little bit of variety in there. I actually really like this run because it's a run that we haven't done in a little while, which is actually pretty good. Lots of elevation gains and losses, but again, feeling really good today. Only 6 miles, but still feeling pretty good. Also wore a t-shirt today. I feel like I could have gotten away with a long sleeve t-shirt, but short sleeve t-shirt, it wasn't that bad of a choice, I guess. There were some weird sections where it was like hot pockets, where it was like warm, and then it was like immediately cold after that. It was really bizarre. Okay, so it's not exactly 38. I think that the real feel is a little bit lower than that. But yeah, we're gonna get this 3 mile recovery run in. 3 miles doesn't seem like a lot, but gonna get it done. Whew. And hopefully not freeze. Just kidding. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm still wearing shorts, so there's that.
It's Thursday. Happy morning to you.
It's not Thursday, it's Friday.
What? Oh shit, yes. I made it.
It's like, oh dear God. It was Thursday, and it's been a long week.
It's still been a long week.
It's still been a long week. That's true. All right, just wrapped up 3 miles this morning. It's definitely a different temperature than yesterday morning, but you know what? It is what it is. Still putting in the work. This recovery run or shakeout run, whatever you want to call it, felt really good. And yeah, felt easy. Chris and I just decided to just kind of hang out. It was actually really nice to just get outside and just put some miles in on a Friday. I'm slowly getting used to doing Friday miles. Usually it's a cross-training day, but the past couple of weeks I've been doing some miles, and it's been feeling pretty good. And I think I want to continue that going into the future. So that's one thing to look forward to. It's nice and easy, super chill miles on Fridays before the long run. But speaking of long run, tomorrow is my last long run, the last double-digit long run before race day. So that's always a good thing. So I still find myself having oatmeal on days where I'm not necessarily doing a long run. It's something I actually have a lot more often, especially during marathon training. I usually have a pretty good amount of this throughout the whole training cycle. But it's one of those things where it's like, it's quick, it's easy, it's carbs. Kind of put whatever I want in there too, if I need to. I might have some berries in the fridge. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I like to always just have this just for carb loading to get ready for the long run. I just like getting into that kind of habit. And plus, like I said, it's getting a little bit cooler out now, or at least for the most part, it's getting a little bit cooler out. I just like having it just to get some carbs in, get some food in, get something that's like good for your gut in also. But also I'd like to have coffee at the same time period, just because I need some coffee to get the day started. Taper's been going pretty well so far. Still have one more week to go of taper. No aches and pains just yet, but I still have a whole week ahead of me. Since it's taper time, Jesse and I find ourselves having more time on our hands. And since the temperatures were ideal, we found ourselves just going for a drive, checking out the fall foliage, and then picking up some apples. We can do 2 bags, so we both individually get one. Awesome, perfect. Thank you so much.
You're gonna follow the signs for apple picking, and the trees will be labeled.
Awesome. Perfect, thank you. It is a beautiful afternoon for apple picking. Definitely a more crisp afternoon than yesterday, which was almost 70 something degrees out. But this is the fall weather you're looking for when you're going to go pick some apples. So we have Keepsake, Gold Rush, Pink Lady, and Salida del Sol Sundancer down that way. Stamen, and also Keepsake. What the hell? Keep going straight. Okay. Straight it is. So if you want to get the good ones, you gotta use a ladder. Delicious. How many apples do you think you have in there? Mine feels like 2 to 5 pounds. If I could put a weight to it. 2 to what? 5 pounds? 10 pounds in yours? I'm gonna say mine's 5. I think it feels like 5. Okay, so I got a little over 13 and a half pounds. I think Jesse's bag was a little heavier than mine was. Pretty sure mine was still like less than 5 pounds. Also got a hot cider. Don't know if I necessarily needed to have a hot one. It's not really that cold out here, but wanted to try it out. hilly route today, so my heart rate's like all over the place. But you know what? Got to go on different terrain, have things varied a little bit. Always have to do that. These hills are no joke. Ooh, man, it's getting tough. Finally made it to the top. Ooh, wow. Gotta bring the heart rate down. Now I get to go up another hill. Ooh. Man, oh man. These hills.
One thing we have to realize as runners is, during taper, we can use this time for reflection, especially during our last long run. It's a time to look back at where you started and how far you've come. You've been stacking days and putting in all of the hard work. You've had your ups, your downs, and your all-arounds. But you kept going, even when times were tough. Some may say that marathon training is all about the journey to your destination, and I 100% agree with it. The journey is where all the magic happens. It's where you learn a lot about yourself, and how strong you really are. And when it comes to race day, that's just icing on the cake.
Just wrapped up 10 miles. This is the last double-digit long run before the New York City Marathon. Feeling pretty good. This is definitely a hillier route. Whew, it's supposed to be an easy effort run, but man, I took a hilly route. I don't know why I did that, but just add a little variety in my training, I guess, and get a little bit more of a, I don't know, a little more of a challenge, I guess, because I know New York is kind of hilly. So, that being said, it's great to have this run wrapped up and on to week 2 of taper.